Welcome back to the Steve Champagne Radio Show. We have some breaking news here. Some sad breaking news, if you will. Wow. Tina Turner, iconic singer, has passed away. And you know, I'm sitting here thinking about this, and I have a million thoughts on my mind about Tina Turner. And if you're watching this video, which obviously you are, if you're watching this video, I don't mean to be smiling here because I'm really not happy at this moment at all for a multitude of reasons. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to give you my Tina Turner experience. I'm going to tell you what Tina Turner meant to me and how I feel about her passing at 83 years old today. And we'll roll through some photographs, some rare photographs of Tina as we do this video here. First off, to be perfectly honest, at my age, I didn't really know much about her in the 60s. To me, it was all about the Beatles, the Stones, that kind of stuff, you know, Zeppelin, things like that were happening, late 60s, the Doors, all that stuff. Of course, I knew about Proud Mary. I mean, I think everybody in the world knew what she did with Proud Mary, but I didn't know really anything else about Tina Turner. I really didn't, honestly. It wasn't until 84 when she came out with What's Love Got to Do with It, and I watched this video of this girl with this crazy hairdo. This I've never seen anything like it, before or since. And music is a copycat business. It really is. I mean, if a band is successful doing this kind of music, everybody copies them. And it doesn't matter what genre of music. It could be country music, rock music, heavy metal, pop music, top 40. I mean, you know, Steve Perry comes along, everybody wants to sing high. People want to do this, people want to do that. Leather and spikes come in, boom, everybody's wearing big hair, leather and spikes. It's a copycat league. But no one has been able to copycat Tina Turner. They just haven't. Her voice is very, very unique. Her smile is so infectious. And as we roll through a couple photos here of Tina Turner, just to give you an idea of Tina right there, and her aggression when she was on stage, she snarled a lot. Sure, she smiled, but she was so involved in music of how, you know, she just got into it much. But there we see that big, beautiful smile from Tina Turner there. And, you know, What's Love Got to Do with It really didn't touch me. It just didn't when it came out. I wasn't at that point in my life to understand the real meaning of that song. It wasn't until later till I fully understood it. But I liked it. I liked the song. I thought it was a good song. I just didn't rank it up into one of my big songs until later when I had more life experiences. I remember vividly when she was on that Divas show, her and Elton John got into a big spat, but she managed to come up on stage and pull this thing off because she's a true and consummate professional. Tina Turner had a voice that was unlike anybody else, really. I mean, think about who sounded like Tina Turner. Who? You can hear a lot of people. You know, there's certain voices in music that just cannot be duplicated. Some people can get the tone and you say, oh, she sounds like so-and-so, or she reminds me of so. Who reminds you of Tina Turner? Don't even think about saying Beyonce or anything. Beyonce doesn't even remotely sound like Tina Turner. Nobody, and I mean nobody, sounds like Tina Turner. I got to roll through my top 10 Tina Turner songs, and I would love for you to put in the comment section what your top 10 Tina Turner songs or your top 10 Tina Turner moments are, because mine is probably going to be a lot different than someone else's, but I'm going to do this anyways, and I'm going to start with my number one. I'm going to go from 1 to 10 and not 10 to 1 because I might change it. Here we go. My number one Tina Turner song is going to be The Best. I remember hearing that song, and the minute I heard it in 1989, it just inspired me. It was just an inspirational song that when, you know, like What's Love Got to Do with It, didn't hit me when it came out. It hit me later, probably around 1989, to be honest. But when the best came out, man, that just punched me right in the face there. The Best by Tina Turner. That's my number one song. My number two song is Better Be Good to Me. I love that song. I don't think it had the chart success as other songs did, but Better Be Good to Me is my number two. Number three is going to be What's Love Got to Do with It. Number four is going to be Proud Mary. Number five is going to be a duet she did with Bryan Adams called It's Only Love. I just love the groove. I love the way she sang the song. I remember seeing her doing it live with Bryan Adams, and I was like, wow. I mean, this girl was just amazing. That's where I'm putting that at. I'm also going to go with River Deep, Mountain High after that, which I thought didn't know nothing about. I really didn't get turned on to that song until, again, later in my life. We Don't Need Another Hero, I'm going to put up there. And, of course, I really like to do The Bitch Is Back with Elton John that she did live on Divas. I got to put that up there. I Don't Want to Fight is another one of my favorite Tina Turner songs. And, you know, I would love to hear what your Tina Turner songs are and see how they compare to mine. Does anybody think the best is the best? I think it's the best. I just do. And as we see the beautiful, wonderful Tina Turner on the screen, I just can't help but think about musical icons that are no longer going to be with us here in the near future. When we look at Eric Clapton, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, Peter Frampton. There's so many, Sammy Hagar. I mean, we lost Eddie not too long ago. And when these things happen, David Bowie, I mean, I could just go on, but when these things happen, if you're a music lover, if you're a fan of music, it affects you. It just does. To know that you're never going to see her do an interview. I mean, much less sing, just to hear her talk about her life and all the things that she went through, because we all know she went through a lot. Was Tina Turner this great guitar player or keyboard player or songwriter? No, she wasn't. She was a great performer. She was a great artist. You can be a great artist. Elvis really didn't write any songs, but look what he became. You don't have to be a songwriter to be great, and I'm thinking, it's just when people pass that you grew up with, that you were inspired by, that inspired you in some way. I remember watching the movie, What's Love Got to Do with It? And I was just like, oh my God, this is such a great film. And learning as I got older about Tina Turner, what she did, what she went through, going through her catalog. Again, like I said, I wasn't a fan when I was a kid because I didn't know, really. I mean, the Beatles dominated everything. They just did in my life in the 60s. They just did, I mean, I knew of Tina Turner, but she really didn't have that many hits back in the day. I mean, with Ike Turner, A Fool in Love is also going to be on my top 10 list. I really love that song. She's just done so many songs that I fell in love with after, I got educated, because there's so many artists out there you don't know about, and you don't have the education to realize you didn't buy the album. You bought the greatest hits, and you didn't hear the deep album cuts and the performance that she did. But live, I mean, come on. Live. I don't know many girls and this is in my entire life, okay, that could dance like she could dance in high heel shoes. Women have problems walking in high heel shoes, much less dancing in them, and not just kind of dancing. Dancing. In her prime, nobody, and I mean nobody, could dance like Tina Turner in high heel shoes. She had the legs. It's been rumored that she helped teach Mick Jagger how to dance. Now, I know he's not the most graceful front man when it comes to dancing, but it's been rumored that she helped him become better than he was, because he doesn't have that, there's some artists out there that just can't dance, but Tina, in heels. could dance. And all those short dresses obviously made her very sexy, but the reason she wore those short dresses is because she had those big long legs. She said in an interview that, it she couldn't find the right clothes to wear. And so she wanted to be comfortable. She wanted to dance. She wanted to perform because that's what she was, an artist, a performer. She had to have these short dresses to feel good and to move around on. And I think that opened up the door to a lot of other sexy women in the, going forward with Tina into that area. But I would really like to hear what you think of Tina Turner, what she meant to you. What did you ever see her in concert? Were you there? Did you see her live dance in those heels? What are your favorite Tina Turner songs? What did you think of the movie? Open up. Let's have a discussion here on the comment feed. And tell me about your Tina Turner experience, what song meant the most to you, and why. Because music has a different impact on everybody for a lot of different reasons. And I've been truthful with you. I've told you the truth about me and Tina Turner. It wasn't until the 80s until I really looked into this young lady and explored it. And, you had to buy records back then, man. I'm hanging out at the used record store buying Tina Turner records going, okay, I can afford them now. Because, music is expensive. Buying those albums, those tapes, those things like back then, it costs a lot of money. So thank God for the used record store back then for me to be able to explore an artist. Obviously, it's a lot easier with the internet to do that now. But back then, really, you had to have the budget if it wasn't for a used record store. And, I'd be in a lot of trouble. But I really would love for you. And if it's your first time watching one of my videos, we invite you to join the I Love Music Army. We talk about everything in music from top to bottom, old stuff, new stuff, in between. Some stuff you'll like, some stuff you won't like. But the I Love Music Army is about loving music and the artists that make them. We want you to be a special part of our internet musical global family of friends as we discuss and talk about all things music, new and old. Well, that's all I got to say, really, because to be honest, mentally I'm not in a good place. I'm very, very upset at this. Tina Turner, music icon, legend, artist, performer, inspirational leader for many women, has passed away at 83 years old. Rest in peace, Tina. Rest in peace.